Good morning, guys. This is day 3 of our Disney trip, and today is an Epcot day.
But first, I'm Joelle.
I'm Stuart.
And this is 2 Minutes Try. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. And as always, make sure you check out the social media, which will show up at the bottom of the screen there. And yeah, so we always look forward to Epcot. I think it's our favorite part.
Yep.
Of the 4 that are here.
But before we head to Epcot this morning, we have breakfast at Whispering Canyon Cafe, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna get Mickey waffles.
Joelle's been talking about the Mickey waffles for 3 months or something, I don't know, but yeah.
You gotta have Mickey waffles, right?
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. We haven't been there before, so we'll definitely take you along with us to record that experience.
Yeah.
And I guess things are different from where it used to be. I think this is the restaurant where before, if you went there and asked for ketchup, they would have
you get
someone
all the
bring you all the
ketchups,
ketchup,
and I
so-
think that the waiters are a little snarky,
Yeah.
and so I think it will be fun.
Yeah, so it should be a fun experience. And then after we're done with breakfast, we will head out to the park, and we'll take you along on some of the rides, but we're really focusing more on the food, which will be probably another video.
Yeah, so this, when we're going now in October, is Food and Wine Festival. So we went 3 years ago for Food and Wine Festival,
That sounds
and we're
right, yeah.
disappointed that we didn't take advantage of it as much as we really wanted to when we came home and saw how much there was to do. So we are excited to take advantage of it this time.
Right, so a lot of interesting things that we'll see at the different food booths there,
Yeah.
which as I said will be in another video that'll focus more on that, I think that's what we're doing.
It'll be this video or another one.
Right, but otherwise we'll show you around the world and all that fun exciting stuff. We're planning on doing Figment,
Yeah, that's one of our favorites.
Soarin,
Living with the
Living
Land.
with the Land, so that type of stuff.
Spaceship Earth.
Well, yeah, Spaceship Earth. I confused that with something else.
Mission Space.
Yeah, Mission Space.
We won't do that one.
Yeah, so there'll be some stuff there that we're looking forward to. So we will sign off for now, and we will see you again at the breakfast. At the breakfast.
At breakfast.
All right, see you guys. All right, guys, we're here at, where are we at?
Wilderness Lodge.
So we should be seated for our breakfast at Whispering Canyon Cafe.
In about 5 minutes, I bet.
So looking forward to it.
Yay, breakfast!
I'll take care of it myself. I say, give it to me. I don't know what they did, but give it to me.
I thought they ordered for us.
I said, well, I guess they think there's only one table out there, the food runner.
Those are ours.
Not yet, man. Wait till they taste it. They freaking-
After they taste it,
Then
then you'll
you'll give it. Now you'll give it. And they got a camera running. I hope they're not lying. I just noticed I was looking hot.
We need to show our spread right now. You see all this food that we have? Just for the 2 of us.
Mickey waffle. They are crispy and delicious.
Right? They're so good.
Yep.
those are too big of glasses for them. They didn't swallow.
Because of those fingers. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but man, it'd be all over you if he got a big one. Yeah, how are we supposed to handle it? Junior, are you an old child?
I wish.
Yeah, I can tell, 'cause you don't even like these people. It's like, yeah, a little smile, you're at Disney World. What's your problem? Could be actually at a job. Yeah, look at him now. What? A job? Don't worry, we're looking for a dancer after dark, brother. And it ain't at Disney either, Disney.
Right on my own.
See, we can do it. We look hot after dark.
Oh my gosh!
You don't know the searching that we did for coffee yesterday. You almost made her go to the sound.
Did she bring her the coffee? Yeah.
Said you're paying.
Oh, again? Maybe third time will be a charm.
I wouldn't count on it.
Grab a seat and don't get up. That's what we say at our house. Yeah, look, your shoes don't even match you. You got real issues. They told you shoes that don't even match. Oh, you got issues, girl.
Are you jealous?
Every day. Look at how good you looking. Look at me. Come on, who wouldn't be jealous, girl?
All right, so I just want to give you guys a bit of a summary.
Yeah, hopefully you
A review?
enjoyed the clips from breakfast. You'll have just seen those. And so we just wanted to give you our thoughts and our review of Whistling Canyon Cafe.
Yeah, I think the food was, some things were really good. Some things were just kind of okay.
Yeah. Mickey waffles, 2 thumbs up. They were delicious. Crispy on the outside, light and fluffy on the inside. I had
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, Joelle got the Heritage skillet, which was a little different from the one I got, which was the Carnivore skillet.
Yeah, the Heritage I feel like is just like your basic breakfast at Disney World.
Yeah, where the Carnivore is obviously more meat heavy.
Yeah.
So as far as just the things go, the brisket in the Carnivore skillet was really good. It was like a vinegary marinade or something like that, so it had a lot of good flavor. The ham was the blandest ham I've ever eaten, I think. There was like no flavor to it,
Yeah.
aside from the residual brisket flavor. That being said, I agree with Joelle. The Mickey waffles were delicious.
And they had cheddar biscuits that were
Yeah.
so good.
And they came with sausage gravy, which wasn't great, but
It was fine,
Yeah.
but we like our homemade better.
yeah.
As far as the atmosphere, we were a little upset because when we sat down, no one came to our table for like 20 minutes. And so Stuart actually got up and asked someone, said, hey,
Yeah.
I haven't seen a waiter yet. So that was a a frustrating.
A little disappointing, but you know what?
But-
That's a rare miss for Disney, I think.
Yeah, and I
That's-
think it was just a miscommunication. But once the woman came, her name was MT.
MT, yeah.
She was great.
Yeah.
And she did everything she could to fix the situation. She gave us fruit cups to have while we were waiting for our actual food.
And took
she
10%
took 10%
off
off
our
the bill,
bill
which was so
afterwards,
sweet.
so-
And so we feel like that pretty much redeemed the situation.
Yeah. And don't let that be like the norm, because that was the exception to the rule. Every other restaurant that we've been at, usually within 5 minutes we're served and things are... but
Yeah.
it was an entertaining meal, to say the
Yes,
least.
it was so fun. It was exactly what I expected it to be honest.
Right.
But she was very sweet to us. But
Yes.
the table next to us, which you guys saw, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But they were
a lot of
dishing it
fun.
out
Yeah.
as well as the waitresses were.
Right. So overall, I would say it's definitely worth a try.
Yeah, I'd love to come back for a different meal because
Right.
they have skillets for each meal of the day. So it'd be interesting to come back and see like what dinner was like and that kind of thing.
And I think the meal that you get here is the same that you would get at Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, right?
No, that's true.
That's something
different
else. Okay, sorry, different place.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, definitely worth a try. Breakfast was enjoyable, and
Yeah, and our skillets were $22 a piece, which I don't think is too bad for a Disney breakfast.
yeah, especially for all you care to eat. So,
Yep.
with that, that'll do it for our review of
Whispering Canyon Cafe. So come along to Epcot with us
yeah.
next.
All right, so we'll see you in a bit. Hello. All right. Thanks, you too.
I guess we're going that way to the land. Get it?
Yep.
Let's go where everybody's going.
And then a free-for-all.
A 10-minute wait is like literally just the time it takes to walk
I
to the
know.
ride.
Because Soarin has a 12-mile
Cute.
queue. Okay. Are you so excited about this, Joelle?
I love Soarin'. I can't wait.
Oh, Joelle, why so blue?
I can't help it.
Don't be sad.
If you can see beneath my mask, I'm smiling.
In sadness.
So far, in our experience.
Oh, I should probably I don't like this lighting for you. It's ominous.
Is it? We have had little to no lines for anything.
And we even stopped at guest relations to
And
handle
we're
an
there
issue.
for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Two.
2? Alright guys, so we just got off of Soarin.
We were in row C, everything was bent.
I think we were in the worst part.
I think we were in the worst seat, but
Back
it was
row
still
at the
fun.
end. Yeah, it always is. The only problem is just the Eiffel Tower gets really curvy.
Yeah, but I still love it, and we're gonna ride it again if it's only a 10-minute wait.
Alright, so we are off. We'll catch you with whatever's next.
Yay! I think I love it more than anything.
More than anything. Yay! Oh, well, I already have a large enough head. I don't need it to zoom in that much. All right, so we just got off of Living with the Land, and we didn't
Film much.
film it because we've been on Living with the Land before. All right, there we go. Joelle was staying out of frame. It wasn't very nice. So we are heading to Journey into Imagination with Figment next.
One of our favorites.
So here we go.
Yay.
Y cuida a los pequeñitos. Gracias.
Goodbye. Here we go.
I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie-coo, and taste. Taste my chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Yay!
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination.
Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and
With M-I-G-N-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment.
What's dark and light? Can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye. Magic.
Coming to play? I'd love to.
this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll!
I sure hope I don't get skunked. Oh no!
You win 1 cent!
Really stinks.
Of course, Doc, the nose knows!
You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking! That's the best idea you've had all day! spark of inspiration. I made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. Makes downside up and upside down.
More than you can imagine.
But Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brains of a house.
Of course! Imagination is just turning your thinking upside down. Come on, Figment. It's time to get back to the Institute.
I know a shortcut.
Imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast. Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. We're just that far from me and you.
All of creation, right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you.
Hi, Pluto. Hi, Goofy. That was our first cavalcade. I'm so excited. That was so much fun.
Yeah, these things are a little tough to catch. We just missed Anna and Elsa. But
I
we
know.
caught Goofy, Pluto, Mickey, and Minnie. So that was
And
really
they're
neat.
really the important ones, right?
I guess so. But-
Yay. Let's see if we can find some more.
Yep. Hello.
That lovely spot dress.
Absolutely.
It's not my reflection. Oh, how nice.
Thank you. Hey, I got the American
we like all
Dream
kinds of jam.
in the American
That's what
Pavilion.
we call ourselves.
Strawberry, blueberry.
The Epcot Jamming Chef.
And vanilla ice cream.
And we are watching the Jameters.
Oh, that's
All right, for
delicious.
our first dish, we're gonna do a southern delicacy. Drumsticks. 1, 2, did.
Alright guys, we are at the end of day 3 of our Disney vacation, and this was Epcot, which is always a fun time for us. And I gotta say, you know, the day started out strong. We got a lot done. As you saw in the videos, we were able to do Soarin' twice as soon as the park opened.
Yeah, and Living with the Land.
Yeah, and so we didn't record any of Living with the Lamb because in our last trip we had done video from that, so we'll link that below so you can check that out. So we just kind of enjoyed that ride, and it's always just a nice easygoing ride to go through.
Yep.
So.
And then we also did Journey into Imagination with Figment, which is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys saw some of that in the footage from the day.
Yeah. That was just always fun. It's just really neat and interesting and just goofy.
Yeah,
I think
goofy and
that's just
cute.
what's fun about it. Then what did we do after that?
We got some food.
We did get some food. We had planned to do more eating during this first time at Epcot.
Right.
But it was super hot and we had a really big breakfast.
Which you guys saw some of that.
Yeah, so.
Which was so good, but we were not hungry at all.
Yeah, like we had to, even the 2 or 3 things that we did try from the different booths, we kind of had to force ourselves to eat them.
Right. Except for that cake pop.
Except
That
for
was
the cake pop,
delicious.
yeah. Which you'll see that in the video. So when those videos come out of that video, you're gonna notice a change of clothes. So just be aware of that. Because we will be back to Epcot later on to
Eat some more food.
Eat some more food. Then we also...
Well, then we wandered around the world. We started off in Canada, and we made it the whole way around, but we pretty much stopped, like stopping in shops and all that stuff, right around France. So right after the halfway point is where we kind of just made our way to the end.
And we did stop in France to watch the Beauty and the Beast sing along.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's just a fun air-conditioned building to be in.
And who doesn't love singing to be our guest and the Gaston song?
Yeah. And it's just a neat take on how they approach the story. So
I know that critics were like, oh, it's kind of lame and it's not as good as it could have been, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're comparing it to. I would say if you're comparing it to the Frozen sing-along, that one was better.
Yeah.
Because you actually sang through larger portions of the song in that one, whereas this one was more like clips of the songs versus the entirety of the songs. But if you were to compare it to the Nemo show, I would put this way above the Nemo show at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's really all a matter of your perspective. I think it's worth it to check it out. And as I said, if nothing else, it's a nice air-conditioned theater to get out of the heat.
Yeah.
It was another hot day.
Yeah. So we did kind of stop, take frequent breaks in the shade or in the air conditioning where we could. It's also great to take a break to be able to take your mask off.
Yeah.
A lot of the YouTube videos that I watched previously before we came on the trip, were like, oh, after the first day, you don't even know you're wearing a mask anymore. You totally get used to it.
All lies.
Lies.
They were really,
okay. You know you're wearing a mask and you are sweating like crazy behind that mask.
Right.
And so every time you can stop, go off to the side, find somewhere to sit, take your mask off, get a drink of water, do it. Especially if it's hot and humid like it has been so far this week.
And just a little like Disney hack for this time, you should constantly have some kind of beverage on you. That way, anywhere you sit is a relaxation station. Because
well, not a relaxation station, but because you're stationary and eating or drinking, you can take your mask off.
You can take your mask off. So always have a water bottle, always have some kind of drink, and that way any bench.
And you know what? I didn't talk about it in our going on the trip video, which I should have. But we have a water bottle. Let me grab it. We used it today, so it's dirty at the moment. But this Contigo water bottle, and we'll link it below if I can find it on Amazon. We bought it at Walmart. I think it was like $10, and it has like a lock so that it won't pop open in your bag. And we've never had any problem with it leaking.
Right.
I mean, it does sweat if the beverage in there is cold, but like I highly suggest something like this. I like that it has the clips, so like we can clip it onto our bag, or Stuart can clip it onto a belt loop, and it's easy to carry with us. But I highly recommend something like this if you're going to Disney. It's great. You can get free cups of water at the Starbucks, at just about any.
Starbucks will give you a giant cup of water.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So that's nice.
And you don't even have to buy anything. Stuart went in line today and said, hey, can I just get a cup of water? And they're like, sure, no problem.
If you stop at any other stands that sell
They'll give
drinks,
you little
they'll give you small cups, but you can get as many
2 or
as
3
you
of them
ask.
if you want to, or one for your whole group.
Right.
Yeah, so we definitely recommend that when it's hot out. And we stopped at the American Pavilion and got like a slushie, which was really delicious, except the paper straw. We'll put a picture in here of what happened to our straw.
Yeah, paper straws
no
are not,
good.
they're the bane of my existence.
You know, we went in January and we didn't have any problem with it, but I don't think we had any cold beverages because it was chilly. So I didn't bring our silicone straws from home, and I should have this trip.
And the issue with the slushie is that it wasn't just like a slushie like you would understand, which is basically like shaved ice with some liquid. It was ice cream, and it was...
And the slushies all layered together.
Yeah. So the straw within 10 minutes collapsed, and it just wasn't a good fit. So have your silicone straws if you're going to get something like that.
And we saw the JAMMitors. They were so cute. Tons of lame jokes.
It was only like a 10-minute show or something like that, but it was, once again, it was a shaded area, a nice place to sit and get out of the heat.
And we could sit and drink our beverages while we were watching the show, so that was awesome.
And
so then we headed back around out Mexico, and we stopped at Mouse Gears, which is the smaller, like temporary one that they've opened since they are knocking down the big one.
Right.
And that was fun to kind of check it out. Didn't end up buying anything. Maybe we will next time we go to Epcot. And then we did Spaceship Earth on the way out.
And that's kind of how we closed out the day with Spaceship Earth. Once again, we didn't record there.
No, we actually were in line with this nice couple who had just arrived at Disney World, and so we were kind of chit-chatting about the masks and about all the new rules and that kind of thing. It's one thing that's so fun about Disney, and maybe it's just my personality that it happens to us, but we always seem to have great conversations with people we're in line behind or in front of.
Well, I think it's that and the fact that during these times, people are craving just discussion and connection.
Yeah.
So they appreciate talking with people again.
Yeah, so we yell at each other from our 6 feet apart and have great conversations, which is so fun.
Yeah, but all in all, it was a busy day. We may not have gotten everything that we wanted to.
As far as eating, trying all the foods, but we'll get there in our one of our next days at Epcot.
Yeah,
but I still think it was a great day.
And I think we accomplished everything we had set out to really accomplish, aside from the food part of it.
Yep.
So.
And then once we left Epcot, we've really been enjoying leaving with a nice cold beverage. The last few days we've been stopping at Starbucks right before we leave and getting something to drink. So we actually stopped at Dunkin' out of the park and got some iced coffees and teas, and we got a pizza.
Yep.
So
right, and that was kind of how we ended the night here. So that is it as far as our first day at Epcot. There will be 2 others because that's where we changed our park thing.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So we made our park passes when we first bought our tickets back in August, September, whenever we first bought them.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
And then I was watching them and they were getting fuller on different days, and I said, I really think we need to switch this. So I went online and switched it on My Disney Experience on the website. And then we had already decided while we're here to switch our last date back to Epcot. So we have just found that it's actually pretty easy to flop your days. It might just be that we're here during a not so busy week, but I would definitely keep an eye on the park pass availabilities, and that way if you're here and you want to change your plans, it's definitely doable.
That being said, when you're making your plans for the park, if you really want like Rise of the Resistance, we recommend scheduling 2 Hollywood Studio days if you can.
Yeah, because that's the park that gets fullest the fastest.
Yeah, and Rise of the Resistance is not a guaranteed get on, so you need to just be aware of that.
Yep.
So if you don't get on the first day, you'll have a chance to do
And if you do get on the first day and you want to switch that second day to something else, it's a lot easier to do it that way, rather than trying to get a second Hollywood Studios day like closer to your date.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us in this video. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, following us on all the social medias and all that fun stuff. And we will catch you in the next video where Magic Kingdom is coming up.
Yay! Hopefully we will get to see the cavalcades. That's what I'm actually really
we didn't even mention the cavalcades. We did catch 1 cavalcade.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're hard to catch just because
you'll
see them pass and they move quick.
They do.
So, we managed to we saw Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy was the one that we saw. We did see Elsa and Anna in passing.
Yeah, running away. Oh, and we also met Mary Poppins.
Yeah, we saw Mary Poppins as well, so we got footage of that. So just be aware of that unless you're going to sit and wait.
We're going to do that at Magic Kingdom.
We're going to try to do that at Magic Kingdom, and when we're back in Epcot, I think we'll have some time to sit and try to catch 1 or 2 of them as well. So hopefully we'll have that to look forward to.
From what I understand, the music changes when they're coming. I haven't, there goes the water bottle. I haven't experienced that yet, but if we do experience it, we'll let you know.
I think the problem at Epcot, the music changes a lot.
Yeah, when you go from country to country.
Yeah, right. So it's hard to tell when it's that. But anyway, we're going to close the video now, I promise. So, once again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.